Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Okay, campers, rise and shine. Don't forget your booties because it's cold out there today.
Cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach?
Not hardly. And you can expect hazardous travel later today. What with that blizzard thing?
That blizzard thing.
Yes, that blizzard thing. I got the weather report right here. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing.
I always forget.
Because that's actually supposed to be your line, and I go...
Oh,
yeah,
I'm supposed to say the blizzard?
You're supposed to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I go, I actually forgot to say... Yes, they do. And you know what makes today especially
something?
Yeah,
especially cold.
No. Yeah, you say especially cold. You know what makes today especially special? No, especially interesting. Especially
cold.
Yes, especially cold. Is the question on everybody's lips?
Their chapped lips.
Their chapped lips. Yes, their chapped lips. Will Phil come out and see his shadow? Punxsutawney Phil. That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog's Day. Oink. Hey, everybody, I'm Randy.
I'm Bobby.
And
today we're posting a little bit late in the week because I had a test this weekend and I could not meet with Randy.
And I wasn't feeling well anyway, so I was fine with that.
It's never a good day when you have to watch Groundhog Day.
No, I watched it. I watched it at a fairly good speed, and I was swearing I swear I was having a psychotic episode while watching it.
Oh, that's good.
Today is currently April the 4th.
Yeah, a little late Thursday, April 4th today.
But we both watched the film.
I'll try to get it up tonight.
That's what you say every night, Bobby.
On YouTube tonight.
Okay, at least it's on some tube you're trying to get up on. Okay. So, as we were saying before we started recording, how was your watch experience this week?
Well, let's see here. No, I didn't do anything this weekend except study. Monday I had my test, which was online, but that was busy. And then I think Tuesday I just was tired and I got lazy. So I watched it last night. And there you go.
Yeah, no, I watched it on Tuesday. I watched it at the regular speed. But after having watched it once at 1.5 speed, everything seemed off. And everybody was seeming to pop out a little bit more. And like that they were disconnected from the background. And it was really weirding me out. But I also had a fever while I was watching it. So
you always have a fever.
So I may have been out of it a little bit more than I had thought.
You can roll like a d6 and you'll have a fever on any given one.
That'll be the joke in our Groundhog's Day RPG. Mm-hmm. Okay, I want you to roll a 6-sided die. Okay, you have a fever of 103. Yes, I'm hot-blooded.
Yeah.
Oh, we also forgot to mention that not only is it April the 4th today, but Trump is still in office.
Trump is still in office.
We have to keep that runner going.
He still is. Well, by the time this finishes in December, stuff could have changed.
Yeah, I don't remember when our
or at least the process of. No, we started in December, right before Christmas.
Yeah,
like 2 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I'm gonna pick up my old book here that we never quite finished, and that was now Randy found it. By the way, where was the book?
Behind your head.
It was right here.
Yeah, I went looking behind you, and I'm like, wait, what the hell? And it was right there. It had fallen a little bit behind the couch, and it was hanging there. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was moving my couches. I was cleaning underneath my couches. Yeah. No, it was the first place you looked. You didn't see it because it was like stuck, literally stuck there.
I have to learn to be more observant. See, if I was in the Groundhog verse, maybe there would have been something hidden behind a couch or something, and that might have been the clue to get out.
Would you have wanted to be one of the group of the loopers? Would you want to be a woodchuck chucker? Would you want to get stuck?
And it has
on
to
February
be
2nd in Punxsutawney
in 93.
In 93.
And of course, not knowing your way out,
and not be able to.
Because everybody, as we've established, has a different way out.
It's tragic that Nancy will never get out because of her.
She has no memory. She can't.
She can't recall it.
She can never learn anything new. She's the unfortunate one, and she can't kill herself out either.
And she's just pure chaos in that because she doesn't know what's going on, but she still doesn't do the same thing every day.
No, she doesn't do the same thing, and she unless just by some random chance a billion Nancys doing a billion random things does eventually get her out of there.
Oh wow! So let's bring my two theories together then. Does that mean that she's also leaping every day and leaving a brain dead Nancy in a previous?
Yeah, we established that last
week. So it is okay. So man,
there's many dead Nancys out there.
Many dead bartenders, and who was we had a fourth? Didn't we determine a fourth person?
Phil, Nancy, and the bartender. I thought that was it. Because there was other people the bartender knew, but we don't see them because they already got out before.
Technically, Ned would be because he's the devil. To bring the three theories.
But he's not creating alternate universes because he can exist inside that time bubble without being immortal outside of it.
Yeah, because
so he's not leaving behind corpses.
Because he's the opposite side. He's the flip side to a god. So he's also knows everything, or at least everything evil, anyways. Which is Phil, and he's aware. He's
not creating more universes. He's just policing that mini time portal.
So when Phil eventually punches Ned the Devil, does the devil like it? Is he like, yes, he's falling to the dark side?
It's like you getting hit by like an ant's little walk feeler. Like, its little leg. Not its bite, but its leg.
It's like Ned is just a follicle of hair coming off of his hand, and it's just like, that's what he's punching.
That's what he shows you. It's like a little, that's what he extends into that reality and chooses to show. But it is but like a fingertip of his true form.
Not even a fingertip. But when did our show get this weird?
I don't know, man. It doesn't show you its true form. I mean, someday somebody's gonna have to kill him. But
this is our 17th or 18th watch.
I can't even remember. Please don't shut that window.
No, that's fine if I shut that window. This would be our 17th watch this week.
Hi, we're on our 17th watch. I forgot to mention that.
We're all over the place. We're out of practice because we're out of date. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to return
We are literally out of date. We're both over the age of 30.
Now we're going to return to Bobby's... oh, man, I saw a great forum thread recently where they were talking about JRPG protagonists. I'm sorry, our one listener. I'm going on a digression.
Please.
And they were complaining about how in JRPGs, if you're over the age of 30... every character treats you like you're an 80-year-old, that you're feeble, that you're going to die at any moment.
Yeah.
And it's always like, shut up, Grandpa!
Isn't Japan's average average age like 60-something now? Like, because they have so many elderly people and so few young people?
I think it's something like that.
Their average age has got to be like 60-something. Just because there's like so many people who are like 80+.
Yeah, and the youngsters aren't breeding as much anymore because they don't want to.
Looking at population shrinkage. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing.
So, yeah, that was the end of my digression. I was just laughing at that when I saw that thread. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
And Phil in this movie, as we know, is in his 40s.
In his 40s. And as we know in the thing that's apparently canonical, Groundhog Day 2, they will have a child.
Yeah, in the
VR game,
game that's not out as of this date.
That's not out as of yet.
As of April 2019, it's not out yet.
And because I'm committed to the bit, I have been pricing PS
and we will have to
VR.
And we will have to come back possibly for a sequel and do a let's play of that game.
Oh god, that would be great. But I thought we were going to be doing you were supposed to be making an RPG of this eventually. Tabletop RPG.
Well, that's we all know how in depth I'm going to make that. It's going to be over in a couple of plays.
Well, let's see.
You have all this
material.
There's no way I want to run the entire town of Punxsutawney like that. Although that would be quite interesting. Like in a what do you call it? What's those stupid machines? You know those things that the mall used to have, where like one thing hits into another and a little ball goes.
A Rube Goldberg machine?
Yeah, Rube Goldberg machine. It would be kind of fun to create a Rube Goldberg machine of Punxsutawney, with Nancy, of course, being the only thing that can wander freely, and Ned.
But Nancy would be like, la-di-da, February 2nd, I love Groundhog Day.
Nancy would be like the ball that just kind of bounces into the wall and does nothing.
Oh, and I just realized that what happens with Nancy is that, so like Phil has his ups and downs in his personality, because Nancy doesn't remember the day before, and remember that she'll wake up and she's like, I don't know why I feel so depressed today. And that'll be like... Phil dumping her the day before. I was about to call him Bill because of Bill Murray, and I was mixing up the characters.
Oh, yeah, because you can keep feelings.
Because you'll still keep her feelings, just not her memories. She'll just be like, she won't understand why she feels so sad.
It's like every day she's, the hangover. She's just, like, forgotten everything.
Okay, let's go Tales to the book. Tales to the book.
The song... What the heck? Oh, okay.
This is going to even be even better.
We made up to the midway point in this book now. The song when they're dancing, I guess that's at the gazebo at the exact midway point.
Yeah, that's the midway point.
And it starts snowing. It says, it's called You Don't Know Me. I can't remember what the song sounds like right now, but... You don't know me. But anyway. And Rita, minutes later, in movie time, when they go to the apartment, Phil's bed and breakfast room.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I love you. And she's like, love me? You don't even know me.
Serial killer Sting. I love you.
She's like, love me? You don't even know me. And I just thought that was kind of interesting because the song that was playing like 2 minutes before that was called "You Don't Know Me."
What really gets me every time is that
it was prophetic.
I could see that scene. You see dramatic Groundhog or whatever you call it. They're doing its face turn when she does that.
Oh yeah,
you love me, do.
Man, that is a meme from like 2004.
Yep, I'm digging deep here.
Because we're both over the age of 30. Remember that meme?
No, actually, because we're over the age of 30, we shouldn't remember that meme because we have dementia now at the age of 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard for stuff to keep existing because the only people who remember it get Alzheimer's. Phil. Okay, Phil sounds netty on the failed date.
What? Phil sounds netty.
Phil sounds
fake.
like Ned. Yeah.
Fake.
Because we were saying like when he was, doing all the save scumming with her and being like, yeah, I like that too, or here, you like this? It sounds like how Ned was just like, hey there, Phil, hey, you remember me? Hey, trying to sell it. It's like he's trying to sell him insurance.
Ned Ryerson!
And Phil is trying to sell, like, Nancy dick, so he's, like, coming off like a desperate salesman.
This is more hilarious
He's old Gil. He's old Phil.
These notes are about, 4 weeks old at this point, and you don't remember the context of half of these notes anymore.
Nah. The quarry fence breaks weird. Oh yeah, when Phil or the stunt double is driving into the quarry, and there's like that cheap ass fence there. It doesn't really like there's like a chain or something around the middle or a lock in the middle. When he hits it, the fence itself just kind of explodes.
Everything just explodes.
It's like it's clearly breakaway wood. Like a real fence would like either break at the joint of the hinge or in the middle where the lock is.
And they cut the lock a little bit, like they sawed it just so that when it hits, boom.
This one, the actual like wood itself just shatters, just splinters.
Oh, so weird.
Which of course most people wouldn't notice because they would be too busy watching the movie and trying to follow the plot.
So okay, yeah. I just had a thought. So this week when we're watching, we got to keep track of.
Oh, by the way, we have to do this again on Saturday.
And we got to keep track of all the music. I want to see if there's any foreshadowing in any of the music because I know there's stuff in the Weatherman, like the lyrics of the Weatherman foreshadows certain events of the movie.
Larry's look of joy as he films Phil dying.
Oh yeah, because he just looks so happy to see
like Larry must resent Phil because like when he drives off the cliff and he's just like, Larry's like smiling. And then she's like, maybe he's not dead. And then
that's where he smiles and he's like,
maybe he's okay. Boom. Oh, probably not now though.
No, probably not now.
So he clearly doesn't give a shit about Phil.
Well, he just got like award-winning footage. It's like Weatherman goes on a spree, kidnaps Hedgehog, and drives off a cliff. And then he has all this.
Gotta go fast.
Faster. Gotta go faster.
Right after the cliff. Yeah. So like that just shows something about him. Like clearly they don't really. Again, going back to how Phil and Larry never establish a relationship, and they clearly don't even like each other or know each other, despite the fact that they work together for several years.
The character of Larry really does not serve a humongous purpose in the movie.
He's there for comic relief.
Yeah, but it's all really forced comic relief, like the constant refrain of prima donnas.
Yeah.
Or whenever he looks like an elementary school student dressed up as a tree, like, oh, I get to say my line. I'm gonna step forward and say my joke, and then I'm gonna walk away and chuckle to myself.
You can see the teacher just off stage, like gesturing at him. Oh, now okay.
Harold Ramis going, hey.
Yeah, he actually had to bribe Chris Elliott with like chocolates to say his lines.
and he kept having to slap him every time he went to wave to his mom, even though she wasn't there.
Yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot of rules and regulations back in '93, and you were allowed to slap actors on the set. Now that's pretty much over with the whole, the last 2 years they kind of got more stringent on the human rights. Okay, we already talked about one person time loop per year. Rita yells, "It's not possible." Okay. Oh, that was in the diner scene. When Phil and Rita are
maybe God has just lived so long that he knows everything.
When he's telling Rita that. Maybe it's just the way she yelled it. It's not possible. I mean, it's like her read of that.
So I think you're gonna have to go when we're watching it again on Saturday. Have your notes there and try to follow along.
I wasn't like looking for.
Well, it's been like 4 weeks since you recorded these notes.
What's on that red paper in the back of the restaurant? It's like hanging on the wall.
I don't remember.
Now I'll have to look at that again.
This is a good listen here.
Yeah. This is an excellent episode. Rita's... Oh, I said Rita's got a nice necklace. It has a circle on it. I don't know why I wrote that.
Because it's supposed to represent the loop.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
a
loop has no beginning nor no end, just as the life of Phil at the time has no beginning or end.
Another fucking clue that Rita's an angel. She's wearing the loop necklace.
She's wearing the Oribus, the snake eating its own tail.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Phil, like that snake, was eating his own tail at the beginning of their story.
Yeah. So yeah, she's supposed to symbolize that there is something. It's not possible that you're God, because I've met him.
Yep.
That's why. You're not God.
I'm
I met him.
literally created by him in order to act as a regional governor over you. Phil... What the heck?
Phil lives as Rita lives.
Phil lives
what
as
the
Rita
hell
lives.
does that even mean? I don't know.
Maybe... Okay, so we're getting to the end of the story now. Maybe... Yeah, so maybe now we're saying in the last, like, self-improvement arc, Phil is now starting to live his life
no, I understand
as
what
though
it means.
He's Rita.
No. What it is they're having their conversation, and she goes, "No, I would have no problem living that. I would love to live that. I would do this, I would do that." And he goes, "Okay." And then that's what he starts doing to improve himself at that point.
And what does he say to himself? What would Rita do?
Yeah.
Before doing anything, what would Rita do?
It's like he's reading a book and he hears them playing the piano, and he goes, "Yeah, I want to learn how to play."
Rita would learn how to play a piano because, as we know, she learned how to speak French and to study French poetry.
No, she didn't. She didn't learn French. She was created with knowledge of French
right,
and of the songs of the spheres, and that's
yeah.
French, as we all know from French literature.
Yeah. So that's that. When does Phil talk to Buster? Oh, that's the thing we've been going over a couple of times.
We go over this every week.
On one of the last weeks, yeah, when Phil gets there, and I think it's not the last day, but it's near. It's at the same day when he gives Larry the coffee and stuff.
Yeah,
like
when
that.
he turns over a new leaf and he starts showing interest in Larry and he's in
like,
his actual work.
I talked to Buster and he said it'd be great if we sit up over here. First of all, there's so many things wrong with that phrase. Besides the fact that when did he get there?
Because that's my issue I have with that. Because he only has from 6 until, when did we determine? We said about 7:30,
7:20, I think.
7:20 is when they do it. So he had like an hour, not even an hour and a half, to get that sandwich and the drinks and speak to Buster. So I'm assuming that they ran into each other at the diner.
And the other
beforehand.
Maybe. Because of course he knows Buster's schedule by now. So
yeah, because he stalked every single person in there.
Exactly where to find Buster on the way there.
So he could sex them up.
But the other thing that bothers me about that is Buster is like giving out info about how to get the best spot, and how come nobody else took that spot and nobody else asked Buster?
Well, Phil does know how to butter up Buster. Maybe he took a couple of days. Maybe he was safe scumming it, and he was looking for what is it? What's his interest?
He had to bribe Buster. Yeah, he had to find the item that makes Buster give you the information. Yeah.
Maybe he gave him a special pass to that Italian or German restaurant, or whatever it was, where he almost dies later that day.
And of course, then he's like, "Who was that guy who just saved me?"
Yeah, he doesn't know who he is. Well, according to the trivia page, they're not the same character, right? It's just that guy at the diner. It's not the mayor of Puxatawny.
Guy at restaurant.
Even though they
mere
acknowledge
minutes later,
it.
he says, "You saved." His wife says, "Oh, you saved Buster from choking."
Well, you were trying to eat a whole cow. Sorry, you were trying to swallow a whole cow.
The piano teacher pushes the girl out.
She kicks her out.
When she kicks her out, she doesn't just open the door. She physically pushes her out of the doorstep. Like out of the doorway.
She's like, "Bitch, you give me more money or you get out."
Out of here. Yeah, she
Can you give me $1,000?
Assaults a child. Of course she can't. Her parents probably paid her tuition ahead of time. Now she's sending her home. Hallway guy. Happy close up. Okay, so at the end when he's just like the fat guy with the glasses, and he's like,
"Oh, you mean the manager of the bed and breakfast?"
Yep.
He's not the manager.
I didn't say he was necessarily the manager. I said he looked like he worked there. Well, yeah, he would probably be higher up because he was well dressed.
But he's not. He's just guy in stairwell. The poor man will never leave that stairwell. He doesn't even make it to the Groundhog's Day ceremony.
Nope, and he doesn't go anywhere else in town. He like lives there. Maybe he's a shut-in. lives in his room, and he only goes down to like.
He's the troll that lives underneath the bridge.
He
so
goes
that's
to
the stairs.
he goes to the dining room, eats, then goes right back into his little.
No, he never makes it. He's stuck in another loop. He's stuck on that stairwell. He can never leave because he's the man on the stairwell.
It's true. We never see him downstairs.
You never see him downstairs. You don't see him in any other scenes. He's not in the sitting room with everybody else.
Wow.
We found another looper, but this time he's stuck on a. He's stuck in a loop on the stairwell.
How the fuck does he get out of there?
I think he's happy there. Have you seen how happy he is?
All he can do is talk to people. Maybe he's a ghost.
we have a looping, and then we have a ghost. Wow.
Maybe he died. And got stuck in the loop.
Wait, the happy
the
smiley day
Sixth
was that the last day? The happy smiley day? No, because we cut immediately to him after the old man dies. Okay, I was gonna say maybe that was his last day. Maybe he was finally free from the loop, or maybe every day he tells him and gives him some new information and makes him happier. Wow, we have a ghost and we have.
He's a ghost. He died, then he got caught in the loop.
Wow,
which fucking sucks for him because now he's got like the Sixth Sense and Groundhog Day going on.
Is Phil the only one that's seeing him?
We never
who's touched him.
We never see him interact with another human being, ever. Think about it. And of course, as we said, we never see him anywhere else. He only exists on that stairwell, and he only talks to Phil.
And his name is Man in Stairwell. Oh, sorry, Man on Stairs.
Did you hear the story of the man on the stairs? Died in this very hotel, they say.
Want to hear a scary story?
Should we keep going more?
You're almost at the end, but we're at 20 minutes, so it's like let's table the rest of it for next week.
Phil is playing the same song at the party as the teacher's house. Well,
actually, You know what I just thought? It's like, how many things do you have? A couple more left?
Like 5 of them. Actually,
let's do it.
10 of them.
Let's do it. You know why? This is our punishment for doing it late this week. We're gonna have a slightly longer episode.
All right, I'm gonna go faster, hurry.
And we're gonna finish off the book.
Yep. Phil is playing the same song at the party as when he's practicing at the piano teacher's house.
Yep.
Isn't that interesting?
He plays it as variation on it, and he plays it just to show how impressive he is.
Okay, faster. We don't see the groundhog again after its death scene. Does it continue to exist?
Oh yeah, he continues to exist, but his importance to the plot is no longer there because Phil Connors has become Puxatawny Phil.
Are you saying the spirit of the groundhog gets transferred into Phil's body?
Phil
merges into one super soul?
Yeah, he eventually sees his own shadow bringing up the end of winter.
So wait.
Sorry. He eventually stops seeing his own shadow.
But what about all the other people in the loop now?
They're still stuck in a loop.
So they have no benefit of the groundhog to help them.
Nope.
Because that was his part in the puzzle, was to get the groundhog soul out of there.
Or maybe they all get released when he gets released, because if he has the groundhog inside of him now.
That's too fucking easy.
If he is the chosen one.
Or maybe they're all...
He is the chosen one, Bobby. He is Puxatawny Phil.
Or maybe they're all stuck in there now forever.
He will eventually have a child.
Maybe he was supposed to get everybody else out of there first, but he didn't, and he fucked up.
He will have a child, and he is the son of man. He is the son of the hog. And he too will one day enter into a loop himself.
Yeah, because he passed it on hereditarily.
It's a hereditary thing. So I'm thinking that...
Does that mean everybody else can pass it on hereditarily too?
Maybe.
Nancy can have a kid?
But he got out of jail free. It's like they get out of jail free because he became the groundhog. He became... The groundhog was his shadow.
He's Groundhog Jesus.
And now he doesn't see his shadow anymore.
So he's Groundhog Jesus.
So he's seeing spring is coming closer.
Answer the fucking question. Is he Groundhog Jesus?
I'm ranting here.
Is he Groundhog Jesus?
I already said that his son would be the son of man, the son of the hog.
I just wanted you to answer that question. I'll take that as a yes. How did Phil attract the attention of everyone to his last broadcast again?
That is the question.
Somehow he got all the other news reporters to stop broadcasting and turn to him, as well as Buster, who came down from the platform, to turn to him and listen to his report. Like, how... And in early shots, it's established that nobody can even fucking hear each other talk because they're all busy talking to their own mics.
Maybe he has a natural charisma now because he has transcended the media of weather calling, because he is the groundhog. They're not looking towards Puxatawny Phil, the groundhog, anymore. Looking towards Puxatawny Phil Connors.
I don't even think there's a hog in that thing anymore either.
I think he's still there, but I think...
Oh, it's just like a soulless hog now.
His soul jumped into Phil after that death, and that's why there was a depression.
So now, like, they just instinctively turning towards Phil.
Yeah.
The people of the town are, like, magnetized towards him.
Maybe, yeah.
Holy shit, man. We're making some good progress here.
We're making our own deepest lore.
Buster forgets Phil, then knows him. Okay, we already established.
Yeah, I love that part.
Who is that guy who just saved me? And then all of a sudden later he remembers. But we were like, maybe he was suffering from oxygen deprivation at the time. Whatever. Plus, he didn't really see him come up behind him either.
Okay, so I need you to write. There's no pen there.
Wait,
I'll put a reminder.
Nancy, what is it?
Well, you're getting closer to the stupid number thing again. I had actually found a number that would have made more sense, but
Okay.
But
I'll get to that. I'll keep reading. Nancy leaves Larry, but stops for Rita. In the final scene, when they're at the bar, or the hotel bar, Larry's talking to Nancy, and she's like trying to blow him off, and she's walking away. Then all of a sudden, they meet Rita in the hallway, and Nancy stops and chats with her. But Nancy doesn't fucking know Rita. Why is she? And then she goes to the party with them. How does Nancy... Rita, this is her first time in Punxsutawney.
Bobby, you've answered your question prior.
Oh, Nancy.
At the beginning of the film, Phil is drawn to Nancy. Like, if we see this in the...
He's drawn to her as a fellow looper.
No, not drawn to Nancy. Drawn to Rita, I mean.
You messed up white woman again.
Yeah, Rita is the snow angel. She is the one that's come down from on
so
high.
People are also attracted...
Nancy, the other loopers, will automatically be attracted
to
towards her.
Oh, okay.
So now we got to watch and see who else
gravitates towards. We know the bartender looks at her too, and and
he stays around.
He's an established looper.
Yeah, we've established that he's a looper. And he's stuck there.
Yeah. Now we got to keep a watch. Who else does Rita interact with besides Larry, Phil, Nancy, and the bartender?
Yeah. Technically Larry. Yeah, but he's not a looper.
Larry's not a looper. No.
He's a loser.
And he's not an angel or anything. He's just a guy who was out there.
He's a loser.
Yeah. Couple moves to not block the camera. We went to that a couple of times.
Yeah, that's just simply
people are dancing.
People are dancing, and there's like Harold Ramis going, "You're in the shot. Move over."
Yeah, I hate the $339.88.
So when they first enter Punxsutawney, it says on their Groundhog's Day is established in 18 whatever.
Yeah.
If they had done the math on that and given that number
and added in the fucking leap years,
that would have made more sense. And then the arbitrary number that they had to give.
Yes,
that way it would have.
And he could have put it in too. He could have calculated that number in.
But my other thought was, what if the amount of money that she's paying for him
has a different meaning?
It has a different meaning. And what is it if it's representative of how many days he was in the loop with the decimal removed? What if he's been in the loop for, what was it? 33,988 days.
Yeah,
what if
quick do the math on that. How many years is that? Divided by 365.
365? Give me the number again. 1 second, I have to get a calculator. Gotta get a calculator. We're running long. Okay,
339.88.
339.88 divided by 365. What if he was been there for 93 years?
Sounds about right to me. 93 years.
So what if that's the case, that he was there for 93 years?
That's the case then. That's it. It's
oh my
canon.
God, we're dumb.
It's canon.
We're idiots, by the way.
It's canon.
You know why I say we're idiots?
Why?
Because the arbitrary choice of this number is starting from January 1st to February 2nd, 1993. So we should have known it was 93 years. 93.
All right, hurry. Rita is only freezing on the last night.
Yeah, she's only cold on the last night. And according to the trivia, when they kiss, it starts snowing immediately. It's supposed to be a callback to
the dancing scene.
The dancing scene, but it's also supposed to be called back to It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's how he gets out of his thing, is that it starts snowing.
Yeah, I told you. Snow angels. Overhead camera shot in the bed. Oh, this one was fucking funny.
I remember this one.
When Phil wakes up next to Rita, I'm standing now, so to demonstrate to Randy, and they're laying there in bed, and Rita's next to him. The camera is like overhead, so like if they're laying down, the camera would have to have been up here, filming down at them. And we were wondering if there was a cameraman kneeling over them, shooting in their face.
Just straddling them. But no, it's very obvious.
Or did they just have a crane over them?
They had a dolly. They had a crane.
Or, or are they standing up and they're just filming it from the side?
Because that room, they said it was shot in a factory.
Yeah. Like, so they have a dolly overhead.
So they have a dolly overhead. There's no roof.
We just had a funny image of a cameraman kneeling on the bed filming them.
He's just straddling Bill, like filming him.
Yep. And with that, it's time to go.
Yep. This was our extra long punishment episode, 30 minutes long.
Yep.
I'm Randy. That's Bobby.
Yay.
And you'll once again on Saturday put your little hand in mine.
Yep.
So goodbye.